Hello, this is Carrie again, and I have another video for you today. Today I have the Neocolor I and II by Caran D'Ache. If you like the video, there is a subscriber link down below. Also, Amazon wishlist to help fund the channel. There is a tip jar up there if you guys want to leave a tip. Also, if you are on mobile, the tip jar is the same as something that says support this channel. So you click on that, and that's the same thing as the tip jar. So let's get started. So the Neocolor I and II is done by Caran D'Ache, which is a Swiss-based company. And everything that all of the Neocolor I's and II's are made in Switzerland, and they are a really interesting medium that I don't think I've talked about before, but a lot of people have requested that I do a video on them. So here I am. The Neocolor I is but they're both very, very similar, except that the Neocolor I, which is this one, is water resistant. So if you apply water to it, then nothing will happen, and I'm going to show you that in a second. And then the Neocolor II is water soluble, so if you apply water to it, it'll dissolve. So let me talk to you a little bit. I have my notes here so I don't forget. They are Swiss made. They are what they call themselves is a wax pastel crayon. So they have the crayon form factor. I know a lot of adult colorists miss the crayons of their youth, so you can use this if you like the crayon form factor. I know a lot of people do. They are sold open stock or in sets. The Neocolor I, which is the water resistant ones, come in 60 colors, and the Neocolor II, which is the water soluble ones, come in 126 colors. They are sold open stock and in sets. The Neocolor I is sold in sets of 10, a special 10 portrait, 15, 30, 40, and a special edition that has 60 colors. And they are also sold open stock. The Neocolor II, which is this one, is sold in packs of 10, 15, and then there's also a 15 special edition one, 30, 40, 84, and 126, as well as being sold open stock. The prices are similar. The price for the 10 pack, for the 10 set, which is this one, is about $14.99, or $17.99 for the Neocolor I, and then it goes up to, the Neocolor I goes up to $59 for a set of 40, which is the largest set I saw sold, even though they said that there's a 60 color set sold. And the Neocolor II, which is the water soluble ones, are $14.70 for the set of 10, which is this one, and it goes all the way up to $256 for a wood box set of 84. I have not seen the set of 126, so it's probably just not sold in my area, but if you live in Europe, you can probably get that. So that's the basic information about them. So let's talk about them and the water resistance. So these are in a crayon format. So this is the one that's water resistant. So let me show you the water resistant one. So just put it down on the brush, and then just, you can see nothing happens when you pass by it with water, and this is actually a fair amount of water, and nothing is happening on the water resistant side. But as soon as I lay down this same amount of water on the water soluble side, you're going to see the difference, and you see the difference right away in terms of the water solubility. So let me show you the difference right away. So you see the difference right away. So if I take this same brush filled with water and I take it over here, nothing happens except that the water pools and makes a mess. But if I take it over here, then you get to see the effect here, and how it begins to dissolve that color. So so that's one of the main difference, and people use this in their coloring books as a sort of I've seen people use it as like a kind of watercolor pencil kind of thing, even though it is a little bit different than a watercolor pencil. Although this is supposed to be, light fast, which means it doesn't fade when exposed to light. I don't know how light fast they really are. These brushes may have had a little bit too much water. I don't want to. So I'm gonna pull out a little bit of this water because I don't want the colors to run together in this second part. So I'm just gonna pull up a little bit of this water. Don't mind the sound, that's the cats playing again. So I'm just gonna pull up a little bit some of this water. But I'm gonna show you the difference between the two. And then as you run the water, you see the water in both this one here and the one up here, the Neocolor I. Now, what's interesting about these is that when you can use them together in conjunction with each other, as well as being able to do some of the things that I showed you in my previous video, which I'll link to up there, which will have, which is all the different ways of using watercolor pencils. And these can all be used the same way, where you use it as a palette. So you can, say you've laid down the color up here, you can then pick this color up and then begin to paint it along here. So you can, this is the one that's not water soluble. You can pick up the black that's here and then begin to paint that here. And I don't know if you guys can see that effect of the black being added to the one that's not water soluble. So that's one way you can use them. People really like this. Another thing that people like doing with these is they like to use them as a palette. So let's take this, which is called, this color is called, it's called purple, I think, and I would pretty much describe this more as a violet color, but hey, you know, I'm not making them. So they'll then take this and then they'll just go in and deposit the color here. So they'll use it as a kind of palette to do that with the color. As you know from my previous videos, I don't have that kind of hand-eye coordination to do this. But if you do, you can do it and you can have some pretty nice effects. And they actually work really well together, as you guys are seeing right here in this little video of them being used together. You guys saw how they blend really nicely. From my own personal experience, I really like the Neocolor II. I'm sorry, the Neocolor I, the one that's water resistant, a little bit better. The feel is a little bit different. Let me see if I have a sheet for you, because I'm going to show you a little bit of the feel. And one of the things that I really like the Neocolor I's for is that this is a Neocolor I, this is a light gray, is that you can, just like with a crayon when you were little, and you can just put down so much color really fast. And these are very highly pigmented too, so you don't have to sit here all day, especially with, you know, if you've done backgrounds with your color pencils, you know that those backgrounds just eat up your color pencils. And so when you do it this way, you can just have a background really quickly and just go on in there and just like build up a background pretty quickly. You see how quickly I'm building this up without too much effort. And I could probably finish this with you guys watching, but I'm not going to make you watch. So the set that I'll probably end up getting the set of 40 of the Neocolor I's, especially like the fact that you can mix them up with the Neocolor II and with water soluble media, so that you can, you know, use them together with the water soluble media. But anyway, I just want to show you how quickly that builds up that layer. And if you were more careful, you wouldn't have this here too. But I'm not too worried about that, because then I can take the black and I can just go back in on top with the black again. So that's something that you can do. So you can then go back in with the black on top of it, and you can do all sorts of other stuff. The other thing you can do, which I don't have one here, is they tell you that you can sharpen these. So so if you want to, you can sharpen these. And the other thing that I really like about these is they have these little tabs. If you remember Crayola crayons when you were little, they were kind of a bitch to pull out. So with these, they're supposed to be easy to pull out with these tabs. Hold on, I'm going to do this right here with you guys so you guys are watching. So then you pull it out with the tab. The only thing I don't like about this is that the color is at the top end instead of at the bottom end. I'm not sure whose idea that was, but that's not really a good idea to put the color at the top end. So there is that. These are light fast, so you can use these in your pictures, and then you can, you know, theoretically, if the light fastness rating is pretty good, you can hang them and they won't fade, and they'll work really nicely that way. So that's just showing you really quickly the Neocolor I and II together. And as you can see, I used too much water because the colors have started to run together, but the colors are really vibrant and really bold. So so there's that. And then this is the one where I used it as a brush. So you can use it in all sorts of different ways. You can use them together, you can use them separately. If I wanted to, I could probably take one of the colored ones. Hold on, let me see. Let me get out this one here. Probably take one of the colored ones. Ah, that sounds racist. Colored? No, that doesn't sound. I kid. You can take one of the colored ones and then just lay down all these lines and then go back in with a watercolor brush if you want to. Hold on, and then just go back in with the watercolor brushes. And then just make a super quick background without having to spend all day on a background. So these, I think I'm going to mainly use the 1s and 2s to make a background. So that this way you can make a super quick background and you don't have to spend all day on a background, and you don't have to lose all of your colored pencil doing that. So so there's that. So I hope you guys found this helpful, and I hope you guys liked this video, even though there was a lot to cover and I did go pretty quickly. But I wanted to show you guys these two different things that I'm not sure everybody has heard of these two different special mediums that you can use, and that you can use them to quickly work on your colored pages, especially since with colored pencil everything seems to take forever. Using these together, you can do a lot of really fun effects of using the water soluble and the water resistant together to make all sorts of effects. And then when you sharpen them, you pull out the you can easily pull out the label. So this got all these fun features with these two together. So I hope you guys like this video, and like the video if you like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you like the video. And also, I have a current giveaway is happening right now with a Valentine's Day giveaway where I'm giving away some artist quality paints. So if you guys haven't seen that video, there'll be a link to that video. So and leave a comment in that video for a chance to win those. So let me know if you guys have any questions for a future Q&A video that I'll be doing. And I hope you guys like this video and have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.